Okay, now, Midnight Charlie Man, Patrick, something has been bothering me. I uploaded a video called, it's about the archives. It goes for 31 minutes. Second, well, I did upload that. I uploaded that because that originally went for 1 hour and 46 minutes. And I thought, this is not the way I want to put it together. This is not the way I want it to be. And I cut it down to 31 minutes. And I looked back on it and I thought, actually, I don't want to upload this. I intended it I intended it to be uploaded on the 22nd of December, I think. I thought, and then I thought, I'll have a quick look at it in Shortcut. I'm just going to skim through and make sure everything's okay, which I always do. And I've been looking at it a few times anyway, but I'd left it alone for about 7 to 10 days. And I looked at it, and I was skimming through it, and I was like, oh, I'm not happy with this. I don't want to put this up. I'm not happy with the way that I've done this. And I'm not happy with my critical commentary on it. And so what I did was, I don't want to put it up in this way. I thought I want to put up these videos up individually. And I started to chop it down. I kept chopping it down, knowing and realizing that I did not want to present it that way. And I thought, I just want to chop it down. And that the commentary, I was a bit mortified by it in a sense. I thought it was a bit negative in some spaces, and some of it. I thought, you know, I gotta. I thought, don't put yourself down, Pat. So don't be so hard. I was being very harsh on myself. I was giving myself a difficult time. I was being very critical of myself, and so what I did, I took all the archive footage, all the archive clips, I took them out, I chopped them out, and I just kept all my commentary. And I thought, initially I thought, I do not want to show this, I do not want to upload this to YouTube. And then I thought, I had put a bit of time into it, and I thought, you know what, I will upload this to YouTube. I will upload this footage. But more like as a psychological thing. And then, well, see, this is a redo. On the 24th of December, this is a retake of the video I did. On the 24th of December, I made a video. And speaking of that other video, and what happened was there was some look, I had something over here. I had a few things over here, and one of them I felt was a distraction. And I'm watching the video back. I'm recording on the 24th, went upstairs, watching the footage back, and thinking, that's a bit of a distraction, that's a bit of a distraction. And I was actually show you what it was. These books are, these books are so, I didn't make it bad. These books are really heavy. No, look, I had this up. I had this piece of material, and I had it up there, and it was a bit too much. It was a bit too much of a distraction. Simple is better. Less is more. 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 Speech to speech. Less is more. As I pronounced it to you, tripling of the tongue. As I pronounced it to you, tripling of the tongue. As we mouth it, as some of our clay do. Now, this piece of material, as some of our plays do, this piece of material was a huge distraction. And so I'm watching it back, watching the footage back, and I'm thinking, I don't like it. I uploaded it as well. I called it a response to the previous video. A response to the previous video. And I thought, I don't like this. I'm not happy with it. I don't like it. Nothing wrong with what I said. Nothing wrong about that. It's just that I didn't like anyway. I didn't like that one particular aspect of it. And so I thought, well, I could redo the whole thing. I thought, I don't really get the tones and exactly what I said, and I thought, it's painful. And then I conceded. I'm down here now. I've conceded, and yes, because what happened was, okay, so the video that I'm redoing, like this is the take 2, the video that I'm redoing was intended to be the introduction to a playlist that I am intending to put up with all the footage, all the 2019-2020 footage. This is was initially going to be an introduction to that. However, this is just a note. This video is just a note about my intention to put that playlist up. And really just to say that I was being way too harsh on myself in that other video, way too harsh on myself, I think too critical of myself. And because I looked at that footage, I looked at that old footage back. I've actually looked at it back a few times now, and it's actually doing all right. It's wonderful. I love being in front of the camera. I mean, I do, yes, but no. I was giving it a fair go, and I was enjoying myself, and I was finding my footing, and having a go, and enjoying it greatly as well. The only criticism that I the only criticism I have is I think there's pendulums. No, you gotta go this way. The only criticism I have is the lighting. I think the lighting, some of the lighting in the Airbnbs were could have been a little better. Okay, because I had this light, but I had this tripod with me, and so the lighting in the Chippendale Airbnb, which was literally a 5-minute walk from Broadway Shopping Centre. I spoke about Newtown, I spoke about Airmore, the Sly Fox, and I was very angry about the way what's going on in Newtown these days. And I spoke very passionately. About Newtown. And I didn't think the lighting was that great. But then I thought, wait, the lighting, the low lighting, goes with is moody, and it goes with what I was talking about. It's with the moody tone. And so, and also I realised after I think it was either before or after I think it was either before or after I uploaded the video, whether it was the other night, and I realised it was like that was all when I was talking about Newtown. It was all natural sunlight coming in. And I was like, oh, that's natural sunlight. Plus I had the apartment lights. And Bondi. Okay, so also I had a bit of an, okay, so what happened was at Bondi I was wearing a long sleeve blue shirt, blue checkered shirt at Bondi, and when you haven't worn clothes for a long time, it's like 100 degrees in here with these gloves on, but these gloves are a comfort factor, and it's 100 degrees in here with these gloves on, the moving blankets. Yes, and the Bondi, when you've got clothes that you haven't worn for a while, you go see a shirt that you haven't worn for a while, you come across it again, and you're like a bit of a heavy feeling, maybe a heavy association with like, oh. Well, I did have that. I did have that upon seeing the video again, and I thought, oh yeah, that's a bit heavy, but it's okay. I watched the video back, and I think I watched it back once or twice. I was like, it's alright, I'm alright. That's okay. I was giving it a go. I was finding my footing. It's alright. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay. It's old. I hadn't put it up. And the only criticism I have with that is that the lighting could have been a little bit better in that. Could have been a little bit better. I think I was using mostly natural light. Bondi. Bondi once again. The lighting could have been better at Bondi. Could have been. I don't know if I had this at Bondi, but the lighting at Bondi could have been better. It could have been a little bit better. I was just so hard on myself. I was really critical. I was like, no, I can't. I think it was because of critical toward the commentary about myself in the video. The actual archive footage, yeah, it is what it is. Mostly okay. Doing what I was doing, yes. I just look back. I just look back at my commentary. I was like, it's really critical, Pat. I had to take it easy on myself. I had to take it easy on myself. And so really in all those videos, mainly the lighting, and sometimes I go for a moodier lighting. And that and while I was putting that video together, I was thinking I should just put these up individually. I think this is going to be totally fine individually, really totally fine individually. And so that the other video that I didn't like, the other video, that was initially meant to be as an introduction to the playlist, but it's not. That's not going to be an introduction now. It's this is just a note. This is just a note of my intention to put that I'm going to bring the playlist up. Oh my gosh! Wow! I love how I enjoy doing things the easy way. We can do this the easy way. Oh, yes, we can do this easy way. Yes. Meant to be a quick note. It only takes me 20 minutes to say a 2-minute thing. I'm so glad of that. I'm really glad of that. Yes. Midnight Charlie Man, Patrick. Okay, so while I'm at this, this is actually the third take. I think this is the third take. This is the third take. I've done this 3 times today. I must be reaching for some kind of perfectionism in it all, or trying to capture the essence of what I said the first time. So this has turned into a psychological thing for me. I don't say this is for an audience, but it's turned into a psychological thing for myself. And perhaps if I just, because I want to capture the magic of the first one, but just speaking about things and speaking about things in my own way, and that's all right. That's enough. That's very good. And to speak the speech, but if you mouth it, as some of our players do, I has leaf Tankra, I has leaf Tankra back my eyes. Nor not sorry air too much of your hand thus, but produce all gently. Now, I do say that, I'm reaching for some kind of weird, some kind of perfectionism with this. This is like take 3, and I'm like, I'll get it right, I can include this or that, and I'm saying, Pat, I've conveyed the message. I've conveyed what I wanted to say. I've conveyed it. I've done it. It's done. But I think that I'm at the point now where this is maybe no longer for an audience, because you get the general idea of it, and I'm thinking, Pat, I'm not going to do 10 takes. I never do 10 takes, ever. And so, is it just some kind of grand disappointment, or is it I'm reaching for a certain kind of satisfaction? Yeah, this is actually the take, and I I've reached the point now where I'm like, I don't know if an audience is going to watch all these takes about talking about the same thing. One's enough. And then move on. Look at the picture. So this is turned into some mental, mental, psychological exercise thing. And what does this turn into now? Because this is take 3. I've done it. And so that's right. And yes. Oh, there's some pom-poms. Did someone get me some pom-poms? I'd like some pom-poms. They're crushing my pom-poms. Is that from High School USA? That could be either from High School USA or Once Bitten. They're crushing my pom-poms. Some pink pom-poms. Here's some pink pom-poms. Now, so yes, back to what I was saying. This is becoming a bit arduous now.